Thou art perfect, then our ship hath touched upon the deserts of Bohemia. Ay, my lord, and fear we have landed in ill time. The skies look grimly and threaten present blusters. In my conscience the heavens, with that we have in hand, are angry and frown upon us. The sacred wills be done. Go, get aboard, look to thy bark. I'll not be long before I call upon thee. Make your best haste, and go not too far the land. 'Tis like to be loud weather. Besides, this place is famous for the creatures of prey that keep upon it. Go thou away. I'll follow instantly. I'm glad at heart to be so rid of the business. Come, poor babe, I have heard, but not believed, the spirits of the dead may walk again, if such thing be. My mother appeared to me last night, for ne'er was dream so like a waking. To me comes a creature, sometimes her head on one side, some another. I never saw a vessel of like sorrow, so filled and so becoming, in pure white robes like very sanctity. She did approach my cabin, where I lay, thrice bowed before me, and gasping to begin some speech, her eyes became two spouts. The fury spent anon did this break from her. Good Antigonus, since fate against thy better disposition hath made thy person for the thrower out of my poor babe, according to thine oath, places remote enough are in Bohemia. There weep and leave it crying, and for the babe is counted lost forever. Perdita, I prithee call it. For this ungentle business put on thee by my lord, thou ne'er shalt see thy wife Paulina more. And so with shrieks she melted into air, frighted much. I did in time collect myself, and thought this was so, and no slumber. Dreams are toys, yet for this once, yea, superstitiously, I will be squared by this. I do believe Hermione hath suffered death, and that Apollo would, this being indeed the issue of King Polixenes, it should be here be laid, either for life or death upon the earth, or its right father blossom speed thee well. There lie, and there thy character, there these, which may, if fortune please, both breed thee pretty and still rest thine. The storm begins, poor wretch, that for thy mother's fault art thus exposed to loss, and one may follow weep. I cannot, but my heart bleeds, and most accursed am I to be by oath enjoined to this farewell. The day frowns more and more. Thou art like to have a lullaby too rough. I never saw the heavens so dim by day. A savage clamor. Well may I get aboard. This is the chase. I am gone forever. I would there were no age between 10 and 23, or that youth would sleep out the rest, for there is nothing in the between but getting wenches with child, wronging the ancientry, stealing, fighting, hark you now, would any but these boiled brains of 19 and 22 hunt this weather? They have scared away 2 of my best sheep, which I fear the wolf will sooner find than the master. If anywhere I have them, 'tis by the seaside, browsing of ivy. Good luck, and it be thy will. What have we here? Mercies on us, a bairn, a very pretty bairn, a boy, or a child, I wonder, a pretty one, a very pretty one, sure, some escape. Though I am not bookish, yet I can read, waiting gentlewoman in the escape. This has been some stair work, some trunk work, some behind door work. They were warmer that got this and the poor thing is here. I'll take it up for pity. Yet I'll tarry till my son come. He hallooed but even now. Well, ho. Hello. What, art so near? If thou art see a thing to talk on when thou art dead and rotten, come hither. What ailest thou, man? I've seen 2 such sights by sea and by land, but I am not to say it is a sea, for it is now the sea betwixt the firmament, and it you cannot thrust a bodkin's point. Why, boy, how is it? I would you did but see how it chafes, how it rages, how it takes up the shore. But that's not to the point. Oh, the most piteous cry of the poor souls. Sometimes to see him, and not to see him. Now the ship boring the moon with her mainmast, and anon swallowed with yeast and froth as you'd thrust a cork into a hogshead. And then for the land surface to see how the bear tore out his shoulder bone, how he cried to me for help, said his name was Antigonus, a noble man. But to make an end of the ship, to see how the sea flap-dragoned it, But first, how the poor souls roared, and the sea mocked them, and how the poor gentleman roared, and the bear mocked him, both roaring louder than the sea or weather. Name of mercy, when was this, boy? Now, I have not winked since I saw these sights. The men are not yet cold under water, nor the bear hath dined on the gentleman. Here, he's at it now. Would I had been but to have helped the old clown. I would you had been by the ship's side to have helped her. There your charity would have lacked footing. Heavy matters, but look there here, boy. Now bless thyself, thou mettest with things dying, aye, with things new born. Here's a sight for thee. Look thee, a bearing cloth for a squire's child. Look thee here. Take up, boy, open it. So let's see. It was told me I should be rich by the fairies. This is some changeling. Open it. What's within, boy? You're a made old man. If the sins of your youth are forgiven you, you're well to live. Gold, all gold. This is fairy gold, boy, and 'twill prove so. Up with it, keep it close. Home, the next way. We are lucky, boy, and to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. Let my sheep go. Come, good boy, the next way home. Go you the next way with your findings. I'll go see if the bear be gone from the gentleman, and how much he hath eaten. They are never cursed, but when they are hungry, if there be any of him left, I'll bury it. That's a good deed, if thou mayest discern by which that which is left of him, what he is, fetch me to the sight of him. Marry will I, and you shall help to put him in the ground. 'Tis a lucky day, boy, and we'll do good deeds on it.